So I just want to ask you both one final question. This has been referred to as the golden age of neuroscience. So do you share that level of optimism, and why?
Absolutely. I mean, when I think about where we are with brain health now, it's some years since we discovered that around 40% of cases of dementia could probably be prevented by modifying risk factors. And we're now starting to, grow the evidence and really understand the impact of the individual risk factors, which is important because if you want to be able to give advice to people, it's going to need to be tailored to the individual. We need to think about, what are those individual risk factors that are relevant for them, and give advice on, how they can modify those. I think we think a lot about diet and exercise, which of course is both very important. But hearing loss, for example, has now in a recent study been shown to be found to be the most significant modifiable risk factor that there is actually. And hearing loss in midlife is something which is relatively easy in most cases to treat. Hearing aids may be seen as something that's a little bit easier to implement than maybe changing your diet or introducing a new exercise regime. I'm very optimistic, really, that we start to uncover and really understand what are the different elements of brain health and what individuals can do to modify their risk and keep their brain healthy.
Do you share the optimism, Mikele?
Yeah, I really feel like the neurological revolution is here. If you look at disease areas like cancer, so much seems to be known there compared to neuroscience, which feels much more risky from a pharmaceutical perspective because there's so much less known from a clinical perspective. And yet our knowledge is advancing rapidly, and we've now got treatment in the Alzheimer's space, and I see that continuing to grow exponentially. And I'm getting really excited when we have roundtables like we did today, where you get all the minds together and you start thinking about what's possible. And now we need to take it to, then what do we do?
It's a great point to end on because we did walk out of that round table where there were many different representatives from public, private sector, philanthropy, and there is a level of optimism. So we wouldn't be here without you guys. So we appreciate your commitment, your time today, and your commitment moving forward. Thank you very much.